Sunday morning, everybody.
Sunday morning.
Sunday morning, people.
Are you done talking now?
Okay, hold on.
Where are you going with this?
Okay, here's where I'm going with this. You're a very bad director. That's us losing views right now because of what you just said. Oh no, we're back to you being mad.
It might open up your eye, your third eye.
Oh, it's going to open up all your eyes.
Wake up, America!
Good Sunday morning, everybody.
Hello, good morning. Gosh, this is I feel very nasally
Very nasally.
and sniffly today. So excuse the sniffles and the weird voice.
So-
Allergy season has approached us.
Yes, and basically from last week, where our pug came in and interrupted our show,
No, I'm going to sound
you're
that
going
way.
to sound just the same exact way.
Not on purpose.
You're gonna
Sorry.
You're just being all congested in the
I'm
microphone, but that's
super
fine.
congested,
That's
and
fine.
my nose is like stuffy. It's just ugh.
Yeah, I mean, they make tissues. You can go blow
So-
your nose, but that's fine.
So
That's
my
fine.
husband here has been deep into stuff on the web, and he wants to get into this huge theory of stuff. But
I'm just
before
shining.
that-
I'm just shining a light on.
I get it.
On things.
I get it, but before we get into that, because I know that's going to be long.
Then let's just rip the Band-Aid
Hold
off
on,
of it and let's
hold
just
on.
go with
I
it.
just want to talk about two subjects before
No,
you decide
because
to
I'm
do
like
that.
I'm already no.
Oh my gosh! Let's talk about one, and then you can go into yours, and then we'll talk about my other
I
subject.
didn't know that we were doing a whole layout of what we were talking
We
about.
are not
today.
doing a layout, but I just don't want to get right into that theory because you're going to get all pissed off, and I want you not to.
Yeah, so let's just get mad first, and then we go from mad to happy.
Oh,
Why
okay,
can't
well-
we just do that then?
I just want to talk about.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead. It's all about you. Go ahead. Go ahead.
It is not true. I just want to talk about how we were talking about last night, about how you said that. What were we talking about last night?
Oh, great. Great. That is
I'm
fantastic.
still tired.
I don't want to hear it. You totally pulled me off of what I was going to talk about, right? And you're just like, no, we're going to talk about what I talked about. Or
Right.
what I want to talk
My
about.
head is a little
and then you're
cloudy
just like,
from-
wait, what was that? I don't know, man. You're the one that wants to talk about it. So go ahead.
There was two things I wanted to talk about.
Uh-huh.
One was the fact that you can't make up your decision of where you want to go and eat.
Me.
And you always decide.
Me?
So here's what happens. We go to lunch together. We work in the same area at work. So we're allowed to take a lunch together, which is really, really nice. We can spend lunch together. Every time we get in the car, he tells me, where do you want to eat?
Okay, hold on. Who's driving the
It
car?
doesn't matter who's driving.
Who's driving the car?
You can't make a decision on where you want to eat. Why do I always have to make the decision on where I want to eat? Do you not
okay.
have certain things that you want to eat?
Okay. The reason why, and I'm sure that every guy out there has come across this with his significant other, is that you want that person to be happy with what they're eating. Most likely, you just, as a guy, you just don't even care, okay?
You don't care what you're eating?
You don't really give a shit. You're hungry, you just want to eat something. So here's what she's trying to get into and putting the blame on me, is that I'm driving the fucking car.
I would drive.
You're the worst
I'm
driver.
not the worst driver.
Back to what I was saying.
I drive actually really
I'm
good.
driving the fucking car, okay? I don't really care where we eat. Now, when a woman sits there and looks at you and says, I don't care, okay? That's a bold-faced fucking lie.
It is not.
Yes, it
I
is.
don't
Yes, it is.
care.
Because my beautiful wife here, when she says she doesn't care, okay, I will take it upon myself to throw out an option.
You have never thrown out an option. That's the problem.
I will throw out an option, okay? And this is the face I get.
He doesn't throw out options.
This is the
He said,
face.
I don't care what
this
you want
is
to eat.
the
Just pick
face
something.
I get. Okay? Now, if you notice that sound, if you could hear it in the microphone, that sound and that face go together like peanut butter and fucking jelly. If I gave you this face with no sound, you know that the noise that will follow that face is okay? That's not a face.
True.
You do that every fucking
I do
time.
not.
Yes, you do.
Well, you pick the most stupidest places
Then you
sometimes.
pick. You pick where we go.
I just want you to pick.
You can sit there all day and you know lunch is coming up, correct?
I'm busy.
not saying that you're not
thinking
busy.
about lunch
But when
from 7 o'clock in the morning until 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm not thinking my husband's about to get in the car. He's going to ask me where I want to eat. This is going to be a big debate and it's going to take forever. I'm not thinking about that all day. I'm literally thinking about lunch the minute we get in the car and you say, where do you want to eat?
Okay, homework assignment. When we get home that day, I want you to think about where you want to eat or what you want to eat for the next day.
No, because I might change what I want to eat. I might think, hey, I want sushi today. And then come tomorrow, I might want a burrito.
Then why don't you just say you want the fucking burrito
I don't know.
and we go get the said burrito?
Problem. Here's the problem. I don't want to make a decision that you're going to be like, I don't want to eat there. Because
Look at me. Look at my face. I don't give a fuck.
You just don't
where
let me talk. You tell me that I don't let you talk. You don't let me talk.
Okay,
I don't want to make that decision because then my hopes are high. I've already decided what I want to eat at that place, and then you're like, I don't want to eat there. So it's like, fuck. Then I don't want to eat nothing.
I would like to know the statistics on when I have ever told you I don't want to eat there.
You have.
Compared to this face.
How many times have I eaten at shitty places because you wanted to eat there? I have forego.
That is because we have debated for an hour, not even a debate. We have literally gone back and forth for over an hour with what would you like to eat? And you sit there and say, I don't know. I don't even care. Just whatever. And then I say, okay, fine. How about this? And then,
I don't do that.
Yes, you fucking do.
I do not.
Yes, you do. We could ask.
You're such a
any of the
liar.
kids.
Why are we always bringing the kids into it? It's not fair that the kids are always on your side.
They are my witnesses to this bullshit.
It's not
and
bullshit.
I'm not alone. I've seen it online where people are just like, tell me where to fucking go. I don't care. Or I don't know. You fucking know.
I don't know.
Care.
If I knew exactly what I wanted to eat at that very moment, I'd be like, this is where I want to go. I would. But here's all I'm asking of you is to help me figure out what to eat.
Okay, if somebody says, could you help me figure out what to eat? And you throw out options, okay?
You never throw out options.
Not help?
He's lying.
Is that not help?
He never throws out options.
I have never thrown out options.
This is what you fucking tell me every fucking day, Monday through Friday. I'm fucking driving. I am the navigator of the machine.
You're the co-pilot, man. Open up the map. Tell me where to fucking go.
No.
Yes.
Is it just us that has this problem? I'm sure it's not just us. And I know that every female out there or anybody that has a significant other that has decided that they don't want to help you figure out what to eat for lunch or dinner is just as annoyed as I am. That you just won't make up your mind and say, this is what I want to eat. I don't even want you to say like a restaurant or tell me I just want you to tell me what genre of food you want to eat. Even if it's just going to the grocery store and buying the fucking shit to make. I just want you to tell me. That way I can be like, okay, I can work with that. I can make this kind of stuff. Or I can buy this kind of stuff. Or we can go to this place because this is what you want to eat.
Okay, well, when it comes to me, and I'm sure other people, you don't want to spend your whole lunch hour driving across town, waiting in a fucking drive-thru, walking through a fucking store. So what do I do? This is me. Okay, I don't know about everybody else out there, but this is me. I will go somewhere that is near to where we live, right? Which is this place or that place. I will bring up this place or that place, and I get, okay? And it's just like, okay, well, that's out of the fucking question. Where do you want to go? I don't know. I just don't know. It's like, okay, we're going home hungry. We're just going home. Because by the time we get the fucking food, guess what? It's time to go back to work.
You know what we need to do? We need to make one of those spinning wheels and spin the wheel every morning before we go to work. And
we
that's
won't,
what we eat.
because every time you spin that wheel, it'll go, and you'll go. And you'll just, all I'll hear all morning long is, nope. Followed by a...
That's That's not true.
When you know that the option that you truly want to eat, okay, is on the wheel already.
You never really want to eat.
Just go like this. We're eating here today. It's fucking obnoxious and annoying. You can put me into an early grave by doing that. So stop, okay?
Fine, okay, fine.
All right.
Obviously, this is not going to get resolved in our morning
It hasn't
show.
gotten put my coffee down. This hasn't been resolved since the beginning of
You're
humankind.
absolutely right. I probably would do that.
Humankind has been debating with this forever. Okay?
What do you mean?
Yes, in caves, right?
What is with you and going back to caveman years? It's just like, is this like the
I don't know, because it's the beginning of human civilization. So going back to caves, I'm sure that there was a cave person who looked at another cave person and said, "Hey, you hungry?" And they said, "Yeah, I could eat. I'm pretty hungry." And then, or never mind, I'll just get to that in a minute. I'm hungry. I could eat. Okay, what would you like? Would you like mammoth? Would you like saber-toothed tiger? What would you like? Well, what do you want? I'll go hunt it for you. What do you want? I don't know. You pick. No, you pick. And then that guy just seriously just walks out and kills himself. And that's what happens.
That's not true. Whatever. It's just, I just want you to have an opinion on what we eat.
I try.
You don't.
I try.
You
I
don't.
just get shot down with like you ate something terrible and your face makes a fart noise that goes. So therefore,
I can't.
it's never going to get resolved. A million years from now, they're still going to have the same problem. So whatever. I'm just saying, make a fucking choice.
You make a choice.
Okay?
I want you to make a choice. I'll drive. You make a choice. Even when I do drive, you don't make a choice.
So if I make the choice and you drive, okay, I don't want to see your face twitch, not even a little bit.
As long as you don't go to the places I don't like.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Really? They just pick from now on. Anyway, I'm done with this.
Okay. I got dog hair all over me.
Yeah, I mean,
that's the bad part about wearing
Then you
black.
copied my shirt for some
You
reason, which
copied my
really
shirt.
just brings this show down a little bit because it's like we have like we color coordinated on purpose.
You don't want to look like me?
I wore this shirt first, so
Says who? I've been wearing this shirt.
was
I
that?
wear this shirt to sleep. I was sleeping in this. Did
That's
you
a lot.
have that on last night when you slept?
sure did. That shows you how much you pay attention to me.
Oh, lies. I can't remember what the other topic was that I wanted to talk about.
I know exactly what it is.
What is it?
But we're getting into my topic now. Hold on.
What was
I'm
it? First
drinking my
tell me,
coffee.
so I
No,
remember.
I'm not gonna do it. I'll bring it up to you after my shit's done. Okay? When and only when my shit's done, because I don't want you jumping into your second topic before I got mine. All right?
Please.
Fine.
Oh.
If I can't have my
Ooh.
What in the hell are you? Put it down.
I'm putting it down,
Be
Carmen.
professional.
I
Holy fuck.
Go ahead.
You're not going to find it on your phone, I can tell you that. So just leave it alone.
You don't know.
All right, so now what I wanted to talk about,
Oh, gosh. You guys get ready for this.
and she's right, I swan dive down this
He
rabbit hole.
literally has been going and watching videos for like 7 days.
Because
And
it's upsetting.
stomping around the house. I get it. It's totally upsetting. But
Are you
he
blowing
wanted-
me off right
No,
now?
he wanted to start filming. It was a fucking Tuesday night, last Tuesday, and it was 10 o'clock at night. And he goes, "We need to film." And I was like, "It's 10 o'clock. We have work tomorrow. We're not going to film an hour-long series right now. It's not going to work."
People need to know. The people need to know
Please
what is
tell them
going
what
on
we're
out
talking
there.
about.
And I'm sure that I'm not alone. You guys see these people all the time, and it's been on YouTube quite a bit. But
Is it like a new thing?
no, hell no, this isn't a new thing. These motherfuckers been doing this shit for a long
Please
time.
let the audience know.
All right,
what
so
you're
what I'm talking
about.
about is these televangelists. And I'm sure everybody has seen them or heard about them. They're crooks. And we all know they're crooks, right? We all know that these people, all they're doing is collecting paychecks and just lying to people. And we know that. But I'm sure a lot of people have seen the Inside Edition with Brother Kenneth Copeland on
Is that
YouTube.
the guy? Is that
yeah, that's his fucking name.
Okay.
Right? So I'm sure that you've probably seen it on YouTube or whatever. It's fairly recent as far as I know, but I watched it, and this guy's next level, right?
What is he? Like he's a
fucking preacher of this fucking mega church.
Okay.
Correct?
Where's it at?
And I don't fucking know. Somewhere where they talk like this.
Okay.
Okay, so you can use your imagination. Okay. I don't know where I'm not putting anybody down that talks like that except for this fucking douchebag. But so he's sitting there and he's basically that kind of guy that will take your money and he uses it and just to benefit himself. Right? So he's basically stealing your money. And the thing is if you're willing to give up your money to this asshole, right? It must get really hot for you wearing your wool coat all year round because you're a fucking sheep, right? So basically, yeah, you're a sheep. I'm sorry I got to call you out, but reevaluate yourself. Just put your wool coat on. Go in and don't even buy groceries because you can't afford them anyway because you give Brother Kenneth Copeland all your fucking money. So just go outside and eat grass, okay? That's because that's what you are. No, hold on. You're a sheep. Okay, so this guy takes your fucking money and he's got like a whole fleet of jets and planes because this guy likes to fucking just beat off on aviation for some fucking reason. All right.
Like literal, like he has
he has a personal fucking airport. Okay? It's
his own airport?
Yes. It says Kenneth Copeland, whatever airport. All right. And another thing that's so fucking, he's got I don't even know how much his mansion is. He's got a mansion. He's got this fucking, this fleet of airlines. He drives in fucking really expensive fucking vehicles and everything else. And the thing is he's taxed exempt from this shit. Right?
Right. Yeah. All churches are.
Yes. But what he does, and I don't know how they don't catch on to certain shit like this, but what he does is all of his stuff that he has, he puts it under his church's name so that he can't get taxed on any of this shit, right? But if you catch him while he's talking, he will sit there and say, I paid for this or I paid for that. Well, okay, well, if you paid for it as a person, well, you should get taxed on that shit, right?
Right.
Because he didn't say, my church paid for this. I'm sure he'll redact what he said and say that his church paid for all this bullshit and everything else. But he got it. He got this plane. He's waiting on the runway like a kid at fucking Christmas. This plane fucking lands that he just bought. It's a fucking personal jet that he has. So he sits there and he gets this jet. He's waiting there with this leather coat like that the old pilots, like fighter pilots and shit used to wear, right? Oh, just go get it out. You're just doing this on purpose now. So he's over there waiting. He's like, dude, that's like going on a ride along with a cop and you're dressed as a cop, right? You're not a cop. Like, dude, you're not a fucking pilot. Like, just knock it off. You might want to just jerk off to all this shit, but dude, just because you have a train set at home and you're into model trains doesn't make you a fucking engineer or a conductor. Doesn't make you that. All right. So this guy, yes, he's taking your fucking money and everything, and he's using it to buy.
But the thing is, his congregation is willingly giving it to him, right? It's not like he.
Well, that's the thing. If you watch him on video, he scares you into and takes scripture out of the Bible and everything, and turns it around in such a way that it's just like, you need to give me money.
Is that what he says?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Like literally.
And these people are like, yeah, I got to give you money because I don't want to burn in hell. And then he does that whole thing of, if you take your money and you give me this money, you give it to the Lord, it will come back to you 100%.
Does he say that?
Yes, he fucking says
he
that.
He says, if you take your money and give it to the Lord,
it would be returned to you 100-fold, is what he says, right? So these people are forking over their money,
that's unfortunate,
hard-earned cash, to this guy waiting for a fucking return.
And he's
now, what you guys need to do is, you want your investment returned to you? No fucking problem. I figured it out quick. I don't even fucking listen to this asshole. What you do is you give him money. You wait and wait and wait for your return. Oh, would you imagine that? It never fucking comes. But what you did gain is some knowledge, right? So what you do is you take a page out of Kenneth Copeland's fucking handbook. He should sell it, but he doesn't. Take a page out of Kenneth Copeland's handbook and you start your own church, right? And you have those fuckers give you money. There's your return. You just learned something.
Is it like a big church?
It's a huge fucking church.
What is it? Like what kind of church is it? Is it Catholic or?
I don't know what fucking denomination they are.
Because Catholic churches do the same thing. Like all churches that they all like. I'm not a church person. Like I have my own.
I'm not either, obviously, but
I mean, they all have this money bag that goes around. I've seen it happen when I went to like funerals or something like that at churches.
Yeah, they even get you at funerals, right?
It's crazy, that they're and then they look at you like you're not going to get to the church, and I'm just like, bitch, I'm not a part of this church. I can give two shits about it. So no, I'm not going to get to your church. I don't believe what you believe.
Right.
So, but it's very uncomfortable. Right. Is what it is. It's super uncomfortable. But what you're saying is that he's like telling his people that if you don't do this, you're not accepted? Or?
It's not just him. It's not just him. It's also like this other fuckstick named Jesse Duplantis, who literally, these guys have fleets of jets, right? Fleets of planes. But they don't want to get rid of these planes because it gives them status above other people. I'm assuming.
Isn't there like
other preachers or other people? It gives them status. That they're talking about how the Lord said, "Oh, you should get a bigger jet," and I was just like, "Yeah."
The
Lord said they need to get a bigger jet. Told that to Jeff, you need to get a bigger jet because that way you could fly even faster. And then he's just like, you're right, Lord, I need a bigger jet. Well, you know what? You have this fleet of planes. You want a bigger jet? Sell all the ones that you don't use, right?
Why do they even need one at all?
They don't. But I'm getting to that. So sell all the ones that you have and then pay for the said bigger jet.
What's super unfortunate is
but it gets better though. So then Kenneth Copeland's sitting there and he's like, so you were up and you were speaking to the Lord at whatever fucking cruising altitude is. And you can't do that in a commercial jet. That's why we don't fly commercial. We can't fly commercial because you're in a tube full of demons. I can't stress it enough. He literally said that you get put into a tube full of demons, right? That's what he said.
Right.
And curled his fingers like this because he's a fucking creep. So it's like, congratulations, asshole. You discovered public transportation. That's where who are you trying to preach to? Guess what? Those are the people that are in these fucking tubes,
and
right?
The people that are paying for your jet.
Yes. And they also use these planes to go on personal vacations and shit like that.
Don't they have like $1 million homes as well? Like,
yes, they do. Is it a far-fetched thing to say that? Are they? Is it possible that they're doing blow and have some hookers in these planes?
Probably.
I don't think it's not far-fetched.
Yeah, no, absolutely. They're probably the worst people in the world compared to the people that go to them.
Right. So Kenneth Copeland also does this. He's the top dog, right? And he should know what demons look like because he's the fucking devil. But anyway, and he looks like the fucking devil. If you were to pass him on the street and some stranger said, "Hey, you see that dude right over there?" Yeah,
I'll see if I can find a picture and put it up.
I see him. I'll show you. I'll give you the perfect fucking thumbnail of this guy. But you see that dude over there? Yeah, I see him. Yeah, he's the devil. You would look at him and be like, I see it. Like it wouldn't even bother you. Yeah, I see it. Because he looks like the fucking devil.
I guess my question is if it's for a church organization and all these people are giving money, why aren't these churches helping out their community? Like, opening up a center for people that are homeless or opening up a center for people that don't have food, like providing for their community. Why is this man taking all the money, buying $1 million homes, buying jets, going on lavish vacations and stuff like that?
It's literally just for... Because he figured a way.
So he's
that I can take.
He's a thief.
Yes, the best. He's the.
Does he even
one of the best at what he does at
money?
Stealing from fucking people? Right. He's.
Unfortunate.
I got to give him props. The fucking
Didn't
dude.
you say some lady died or something?
Okay, so I'm gonna get to that. So this dude, he's probably him. And Jesse Duplantis dude, and there's another guy named Creflo Dollar, and they're all meeting with each other. So they're just like, it ain't. I mean, again, they're just like, well, we don't see race. No, you see, the only color you see is green, right?
Well,
that's it.
Yeah.
That's all they see is green. So that's all. They get with each other. They come up with ways to take from fucking people. It's sickening. But that's not even the bad part. You want to be an asshole, and you want to give your money to this bigger asshole and just basically put your family at risk of losing things because you believe what this fuckstick is telling you, it's your money, man. You do what you want. But what really gets me is this Kenneth Copeland also will sit. He does things with his wife. His wife is a big predominant member, or not member, I should say, leader in their church, right?
Okay.
Now, if you see this woman, if you're a manager of any establishment, you see this woman walk into your establishment, you just run, because she looks like that woman who is, I need to speak to the manager immediately. She's that woman. She looks just like that. So
Like the haircut.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, okay.
I was spot on. So if you're a manager, I guarantee you're deathly afraid of this woman. You will run for the hills if you see this woman. She's like the queen bee of, may I please speak to your manager. Okay? But anyway, what sickens me is there was where she was putting on some service or whatever, and she was talking about people that had cancer, right? Or any other illnesses that are life-threatening. And she basically was just like, why would you give money to science and put this poison into your body when you can give us your money? So this is the money that is being used for.
Is this on
I watch. I'm telling you, I've been into it. I've been into it, and I'm diving deep and getting more pissed off with everybody.
You can give us your money.
I saw the fucking video. So she basically said, "You give us the money, we'll pray for you, and the Lord will heal you." Well, fucking people are doing this, right?
No. Yeah.
And they're dying.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So what I don't understand is, okay, if you're not being taxed on the money you're stealing from other fucking people because you put everything down as you're this church, and there was a whole separation of church and state, right? You should be held accountable some way, shape, or form.
Like Dr. Kevorkian?
Exactly, but at least he did it in a humane way, right? She's like, she knows that these people are going to give them the money, because not everybody has insurance.
No.
Right? That they're going to be giving the money
that's
to pay for their treatments, and they're going to suffer, but they don't care, right? She, he, they don't care. They're just like, it doesn't matter to us. You'll die, and who gives a shit?
We have your money. It doesn't matter.
That's sickening.
Yeah, it is sickening. That is disgusting.
Right? So, I mean, the whole thing about the money, like I said, pissed me off. But then when I came across that, I was just like, whoa.
Right.
That's an all-time low.
Right. No, absolutely. It's just, I
just don't like to see people being preyed upon.
Yeah.
And not just that, but,
they could do so much better with that money.
They flaunt it in your face.
Right.
When that dude got that fucking jet and that jet landed.
But isn't there something in the commandment saying that you shouldn't be that way? Like,
I don't know about any of that, but all I'm saying is when he got that jet,
thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not.
Right. And you guys can look, like I said, you can look this up. But when that jet landed, right, and he's sitting there he's on cloud nine because he just got this brand new fucking jet.
Yeah, that's
and he's sitting there laughing about it and stuff. And he goes, "Are you seeing?" He goes, "You seeing this? Are you seeing this? Take a good look because you paid for it." And he started laughing, and then he realized what he said.
He said that?
Shit, you're not. He goes, look at this. He goes, take a good look. You paid for it. And he's laughing, and he goes, I mean, you and Jesus. So he had to come back and say that, right? Because he's just like, he's literally spitting in your faces, and you guys are eating it up.
That's crazy.
Right. So I don't want to dive, I could go on about this shit for hours. I've been getting stewed up, and I've been like, man, I just want to get this out and say my piece on it and be done with it. But oh man, it is so unfortunate.
Here's the thing, like, and you know, as adults and as, you know, young adults, you can choose where your money goes. Considering the fact that, you know, everything's so expensive here in the United States, and we all live for the most part paycheck to paycheck. You know, most of us do. Not all of us have the privilege of not living paycheck to paycheck. No. You know, so when you're giving your money to an organization like that, I feel like you just have to be more careful of what you're doing and what you're giving your money to. You work hard for your money. Mm-hmm. You know, you go to work every single day. You come home angry. You come home tired. You know, why are you just willingly giving your money to somebody like that?
Right.
Why? Why are you just doing that? That's just insane to me. Some of these companies go way overboard.
No, I'm sure that the tippity fucking top of these charities, right?
Are fucking driving cars that they should not be driving.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. The tip fucking top of these fucking charities, they take 80%.
Right.
And they divvy up the rest of it.
That's bullshit.
We'll pay the
It should
workers
be the
10%,
other way
and
around.
then 10% will go to
it
the
should-
actual organization.
Yeah, it should be the other
I'm
way
not
around.
behind that.
And the same thing with the religious stuff, you know. If it's not going to the community, because that's what it should be doing. Those guys should be taking that money, because I'm sure they're in the part of the United States that has really, really bad communities. It's really down on their luck communities.
That's
you know what I mean?
Everywhere.
And
that's
so
everywhere.
they should be making shelters. They should be making places for people to go if they don't have any food. They should be donating money to schools for students that don't have lunch money, you know, or find, you know, it's just stuff like that. What they're doing is just sickening. It's disgusting.
Yeah, they're disgusting people.
They're disgusting people.
If you look at these people, you could look at them and you'll be like, oh yeah, they look like creeps, right?
Right.
And they do, because they
And I
fucking
feel
do.
bad for the people that are actually donating, because they feel like the money's going to a good cause, but they're not really doing their research. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They've been brought up in this church, or they've been brought up to think that this is the way it's supposed to be, and blah blah blah. And it's super unfortunate.
And what's unfortunate is that people follow these kinds of people.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I think that it's going to get them somewhere after they pass
Sometimes
away.
it's not even that. It just shows how impressionable the human mind is.
Absolutely, we are.
I mean, look at the fucking Manson family, right?
Right.
They did. I mean, they followed that dude and whatever he said.
They did.
This guy's no different.
Right.
He's no different than Charles fucking Manson.
Yeah, Hitler.
Him and his wife are literally killing people.
Right.
Right.
Not literally, but actually.
Literally. They're telling you, give
Right.
me your money, because they already know they got their fucking claws in you.
Right.
So they're like, give me your money. We'll pray for you. We'll heal you.
They're not even doing that. You said,
And they're not even doing it. See, that's what I'm saying. I could go on this forever. I'm not going to do it. Just do your own research, do your own homework, and dive down this. And I hope you get just as upset as I did.
The moral of the story is that you are an adult with the ability to do research, find, you know, the right things to do with your money and stuff like that. So before you invest in certain things, instead of just jumping into it because somebody said this is the right thing to do your research. Find out where your money is going. Find out what your hard-earned money is doing for that. Otherwise, don't. Just don't.
Or just try to think out of the box and be like, yeah, this doesn't make any fucking sense.
It doesn't make sense, yeah.
It doesn't.
How is it that I'm driving the most shitty car in the world and this guy is driving a Benz?
Yes.
You know, that makes no sense. Like, where's my money going? Where's my money going? All right, so what was the other topic that I had? Because I forgot what it was. Please tell me.
I'm going to give you a little hint.
You're just not going to tell me?
Oh my God.
Is it hand rubs?
No, it's not hand rubs.
What is that?
It's washing your hands.
Oh, okay.
Somebody's not good at charades.
So last night we were watching The Fighter and the Kid. It's a podcast.
Great podcast.
Yeah, it is a great podcast. But anyways, they were talking about how they're all guys that are on The Fighter and the Kid, right?
Yes, for the most part. Yeah.
So anyways, they were talking about how they don't wash their hands after they pee, because they're literally just touching their own penis. Excuse me, that's disgusting. So my husband and my son were sitting on the couch, and I looked at them and I was like, do you not wash your hands after you pee? They're like, no. It's our own penis. We don't have to wash our hands after we pee. And I'm just like, really? They're like, no, we wash our hands after we take a shit, but we don't wash our hands. You're still touching yourself. Like, you're not, I don't get it. Is this something that all guys do? I don't understand what the problem is. Why aren't you just washing your fucking hands?
Look, let me show you something. I'm literally touching myself right now.
This is not the same. That's not the same. That's not the same. It's not the same.
So what you're saying is that I keep a clean piece, okay? I know I do.
You're still sweaty. You're still sweaty.
You sweat all the time from everywhere.
It's
okay?
different. That's an area that sweats.
It's an area because everybody deems it as oh man, that's a sensitive area, and there's a lot of shit that goes down there.
Because it is, and it does. There is a lot of shit that goes down there. What are you talking about?
I know that I keep my area tidy. I keep it clean. Okay.
Is this a
I don't
thing?
piss. I don't.
Do
piss,
guys not
I don't
wash their
piss
hands
on
when
my
you guys use the
fucking
bathroom?
hands. If you piss on your fucking hands, then you should be sitting down when you piss, and so you don't make a fucking mess.
Okay, that's a whole other topic, because guys cannot. You should be sitting down when you piss. All of you.
I make a mess?
Sometimes.
That's a lie. You know damn well, and a lot of you men out there, if you're married to a woman, right? You know damn well that you ain't getting away with that shit. You're not getting away with leaving the toilet seat up. You're not getting away with, sprinkling the toilet seat.
Just
okay?
sit down.
You fucking know that.
And wash your fucking hands.
You know that doesn't fly. So you know to get your aim down just right.
I just want to know.
So what I'm saying
if
is,
you are pissing and then
I keep my.
like, I love you, baby. That's disgusting. Like, you can't do that.
Guess what?
What?
I've done that to you.
I know you have.
And you know what? You're still alive. So you're fine.
Yes, but I probably broke out.
No, you fucking what? What are you talking? You broke out in what?
I'm just saying.
What are you saying?
I would like you to start washing your hands a little more frequently.
Do I not keep my area clean?
You do.
Then what's the problem
But it's
here?
not like, okay, you do want me to go and rub my ass all over your food and you're
That's
like,
your ass! That's your ass! We already established that when it comes to the anal area, my hands get washed thoroughly.
It's still
I can
the
perform
same
surgery with these
area. It's
motherfuckers
still
after
there.
I get done
It's still-
wiping my ass.
It's still
okay?
in that.
I have a handle. I am equipped with a handle.
Do you not
okay?
sweat?
I sweat all over my body. You know how many times I've sat there and
Do you
like
not
went
wipe the sweat off your hands
I went
and then
outside
wash your
and I
hands?
fucking worked, or I was sitting there and I went like this and took my hand and rubbed it across my sweaty fucking
Did you
forehead.
do this after it?
I don't have a tongue on my penis.
I'm just saying.
So I wipe my hand across my sweaty fucking forehead. Do I be like, oh man, I can't touch anything? I gotta go wash these fucking mitts. No! No!
The moral of the story is,
The moral of the
fucking
story
use
is,
wipes when you go everywhere.
guys,
clean handles off.
and that's the
because
thing.
These
You can
guys
even-
aren't fucking washing their
You
hands.
can argue the fact that what if a guy has herpes, right? And he's touching.
Oh my god, I didn't even think about that.
Okay.
I didn't even think
I'm
about
gonna
that.
blow your mind. It doesn't fucking
Fucking
matter.
wash your hands.
It doesn't matter. You know why? Because soap does not kill herpes. Guess what? Herpes doesn't have a cure. So guess what soap isn't going to do? Kill herpes.
I'm literally not leaving my house ever again.
Well, you don't have to leave the house ever as long as you just tell me what you want to fucking eat. And I'll go get it.
I hate you.
Moral of the story is, guys, if you keep a clean piece, there ain't nothing wrong with you just taking a piss, and everybody does it. All the guys do it. If you take a piss, and I can tell you what, if I go into a public restroom or anything like that, and I see a guy take a piss, right? And as soon as he leaves the urinal and he's going like this.
You've seen people do that?
No, I haven't. But if I see a guy going like this, like, oh, I got piss on myself, I'll be like, dude, can you wash your fucking hands, please? That's different. Okay.
You would say that?
I think so, yeah, because I don't want to touch the same thing he's touched, right?
Right. Ooh.
But it's literally skin that I'm holding on to using the bathroom. It's no different than me going, ugh. It's no different.
It is though.
It's not though.
It is though.
It's not
It
though.
kind of is.
Okay,
though.
I see what you're saying, but I'm going to return to you with it's not though.
I don't care. It is. It is, and you can no longer touch my
Sweat is sweat. It's sweat. That's it. All right?
No, that's not true. If you sweat from your asshole, it's not the same as the sweat
We've
from the top of
already
your head.
established.
Sweat is not sweat. It depends on where the fuck it's coming from, because the sweat under my arms smells different from the sweat on my head.
So
it
what do
smells
you-
different. It's different. It's all different.
So what are you saying? That the sweat from my asshole is getting into that area?
Yes, because you're walking. It's like moving. It's like traveling upwards.
What am I walking on? My fucking hands? And letting gravity take it over?
It's wash your hands.
Oh, for
I don't
fuck's
care.
sake.
You don't even have to use soap. Just graze the water with your hands.
Because that gets all the fucking germs off, right? Running under a cold tap. And it'll just clear out. It'll kill everything. No. It doesn't fucking matter. That's never mind. It doesn't matter. Guys.
I just found it very, very interesting.
We
hear
know
this.
what we're doing.
And okay, yes,
we've
because you
been working
guys
with
are the
that
fucking
piece of
smartest
equipment.
thing in the world,
We've
and
been
God
working with that piece of
forbid somebody
equipment for
have
a while.
anything to tell you about anything at all, because you guys are so fucking smart.
You said it, not me.
I can't. I literally can't with you. Can't. And all of your male people, fucking wash your hands. Just wash your hands. I think we're done.
Yeah, I think we're done too. So I hope you enjoyed this segment of Sunday morning, and we will see you guys
Next Sunday.
next Sunday.
Bye.
Bye.
You have to wash your face.
You should, because I touched my penis right before I came in.